What's going on, you little rascals? It's your boy C-Zar, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to look at the charts, do some TA, all that fun stuff. If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. First and foremost, I do want to say a little bit of a pat on the back that, from this point here, we confidently called that this was the high and that we were going to go down as low as this area. Second to that, I did not expect that it would be this fast. I definitely did not expect. In fact, I remember saying several times that I did not expect this pace to be coming out of this. But man, we are moving. We're moving at this pace so far. I don't believe that this pace will persist. It's been a bit of a dramatic move. We still do technically have a higher low, but this is kind of the low end of the range that we expected to see. Now, from a low to a high, it's quite possible that we still proceed down to the 786. The 786 area we have interacted with quite a lot, and we actually wicked just below the golden ratio area here. The fact that we're coming back up like this does give us a chance, I think, to recover from here. And I truly believe that we're not going to just dump down like this. I mean, we're picking up the pace now. Volume is coming in. This is looking like a proper breakout. I remember when we moved down here, we were saying this was a staging area for the next phase down, and that it was. I did not expect it to be. I didn't expect to be down here all at once. I thought it might be a little bit more methodical, but whatever. Here we are. Here we are now. I think a lot of people are starting to understand that we are not in a bull market. Isn't it funny how the rhetoric that we were in a bull market was the loudest at the top throughout this whole area here, and now those people are very quiet. Now, I mean, I wonder how many people who thought we were in a bull market through the months of April and May think we're in a bull market now, right? It's very clear, guys. It's the same thing it's always been. This is a bear market rally, and we are still in a bear market. The bears are in control. You can see, right? The bigger candles go to the bears, the smaller candles go to the bulls because we're in a bear market. Bear market dynamics are different than bull market dynamics. So if you're looking at your charts, you're looking at your long-term stuff, and you're comparing what you're seeing to what we did in the bull market, it's not the same stuff. It's not going to help you. You need to compare to what we did last bear market. That will help you more. And right now, I believe we are in the final leg. This is the final leg of the bear market. Bear markets, I actually made a post about this. I want to see, hopefully, yeah, I was about to say, hopefully this doesn't blink at me, but it's blinking right now. Somebody sent me a chocolate bar. It's very, very kind of them. I love chocolate. Chocolate's great. Some people like gummies more. I like hard candies. I like chocolate. Chocolate's the best. You can't go wrong with chocolate. Anyways, I made a post saying this bear market is nowhere near over. Bear markets don't end in a flash. They end with time. They don't end in a flash as in like a few months. They end with time. It takes time. It's obvious we are not in a bull market. A lot of people are calling for 100K and beyond, not but 1 month ago. Now that reality is set in, I suspect we will be range bound for some months to come. We likely make our way back above 70K from here. I doubt we go above 76, maybe 74. I imagine we won't drop below 60K this month, maybe July. Likely we will be below 60K in August. Range bound until then, stack cash until then. After the bear market lows are established, it will likely be a quarter to a half year or longer before we see any signs of a bull market. We will be range bound for quite some time. Bitcoin will not be above 100K until mid 2027 or later. And I'm reading that because that's a good kind of summary of what my thoughts are on Bitcoin. I don't believe we'll be above 100K until probably a year or longer from now. It'll be quite some time. Because again, bear markets end with a whimper. They don't end with a bang. They end with a bang and a whimper, right? It's not just this thing that you get done and then boom, now we're in a bull market. No, it takes time. Okay, we go to the last bear market here. I really should have put it on a weekly time frame. But when we were in the low area of this bear market, it took a lot of time. Even after our final flash drop, it was a bang and then a whimper, and the whimper lasted way longer. Everybody thought we were going to go lower here. I thought we were going to go lower here until we moved up, and then we're like, okay, we're in a bull market, guys. That's it. We got the higher high. Boom. It's that simple. It really is that simple on the macro scale for most of it. I mean, there's sometimes that it's tricky. But anyways, what we're doing now, what we're seeing now in the price, I would say is very equivalent to what we saw here. And you can see here we kind of picked up the pace fast, but then it was a little bit more methodical. We moved up, right? I'm expecting something like this. And maybe we even bleed sideways like this before. Again, I think we'll be range bound for quite some time. I don't think that we're just going to see a move like this, but who cares? You know, anything can happen. Who cares what I think? All I'm trying to say really is that look at how long we were here. We were here from June of 2022, mid-June, and we didn't start to see signs of a bull market until January of 2023. So June 2022, January 2023, that's a whole half year later. Half a year that you spent in this bottom range, okay? After you saw your finale from November to January, you know, that's a couple months time right there that you stayed in the very, very bottom range. A couple months at least. I think we'll see longer than just a couple months. It might be a quarter of a year or longer. Um, we get to the prior bear market here from November, late November of 2018 until March of 2019. November, and that's late March. So November, December, January, February, March. That's 4 months. It's over a quarter of a year that we spent at the lows there. We keep going back. Oh, we don't have all the history. I'm gonna have to probably zoom out because I don't want to pull all the way through all that. Let's see here. We go back to the prior bear market before that, the 2015 lows. We were in this low area from January of 2015. We didn't see signs of a bull market. I mean, really getting above this. We didn't get out of this range January of 2015 until October of 2015. Well over half a year. We can spend quite some time down here, my friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Here we had, is this a running flat, an expanding flat? It's a triangle of sorts, whatever. It's like a 1, 2, 3-legged phase, okay? And then here in this cycle, which this is what I think we're going to be more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then boring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And boring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in the last leg. And then comes the boring. I was going to do more short-term stuff, but I guess we're doing the long-term stuff. I think it's an essence of just acknowledging that we are in a bear market, okay? From the high, from the all-time high, it took, look, you weren't above the all-time high here. You got really close, but you weren't above it there. We got above it here. It took you 1,190 days to do that. 360, 720, basically 3 years. It took you 3 years to see new all-time highs. High here, coming across. It took you about 3 years to see new all-time highs. Right? About 3 years. High here, new all-time highs. This time it took you a little over 2 years. High here, it's been 238 days, 840 days, 1,092, 1,200, 238. We are very far away from any type of price action that will take us above 100K. It will be some time. If we look just at 1,000 days, 1,000 days from now is not even 840 days is not even in 2027. It's in 2028, guys. And this is just to the new all-time high. We can get above 100K before then. But just to put things in perspective, if you're thinking that we're going to do any of this anytime soon, dude, 2028 until we see new all-time highs. That's likely what's going to be. The 4-year cycle's dead. My ass. My salted ass. Let's look at this on the short term now, okay? But again, real quick, actually. Real quick. Again, a lot of this bull market stuff does not apply to the bear market, okay? You look here at this consolidation phase. When you broke out of this consolidation phase in the RSI, whenever you saw these lower highs give way, right, that was good for the price. When you saw these lower highs give way, that was good for the price. When you saw these lower highs give way, that was good for the price, okay? Here, when you see these lower highs give way, it was a different reaction. You think that you're in this bull market dynamic, and it's not that, guys. It's not that at all. We're in a bear market. Here, you broke out of this, and you had a whimper, and then you moved down. You still moved down. You still move lower. We're in that now. If you're comparing what we're doing now to anything that we did here, it's a different dynamic. Bull market dynamics do not behave the same as bear market dynamics. You need to drill that in your head. What you need to do, what's really important in this phase, is comparing it to this phase and the last 2 bear markets before this, the last 3 bear markets total, if you really want to do analysis. Now, stochastics are very far separated on the weekly basis. I don't believe we continue moving down at this pace. I expect some reverberation to the upside to occur here. The last bear market we had, we flipped green here. We still moved down for the months to come. Yes, we're green now. But if you're comparing this to the bull market, where every time we flipped green, that was the signal that we moved up, again, just look at how we moved. If that's not good enough, every green we had, we moved up a lot more than this. This in itself, the movement in itself should be telling. This is not a bull market rally. It's a bear market rally, and it's weak because of it. It's weak because of it. Just like in a bear market, whenever we get the bearish signals, right? Look, in a bear market, we flip red. Look at the strong moves down. But in a bull market, whenever we flip red, they're not as strong. It's the same thing. Just on the opposite, you just flip the coin. That's all. You flip it on the other side. It's not as simple. It's not directly as simple as I'm making it out to be, but it is at the same time. Like, you got to keep your head on a swivel. You have to be paying attention to other things that are going on in other dynamics. Don't just make it so black and white, but at the same time, it is black and white in the sense of bear market dynamics are different than bull market dynamics. And it might be hard to establish which is which at times, but it's very easy to see. I mean, this I was shocked at how many respected analysts in the space were saying that we are in a bull market here, as if they've never been in a bear market before. I wasn't convinced the whole way through. I said that we would have to get above this high before I was convinced. I definitely thought we were going to go a little bit higher when we were at the top here. Because this high went a little bit higher than I expected it to go. So I did think we had a little momentum there. But once we got back below 78K, we've been bearish ever since. And here we are at 67K now, guys. Probably going to bounce from here. 1 hour time frame. Looking at this, a lot of volume coming in, signaling that this move is legit. We're probably going to hear some bearish news now, right? That's how it is. You don't hear the bearish news at the top. You hear it at the bottom, right? The news at the top was the Iran conflict is fizzling out. We're starting to settle things down, right? Ukraine and Russia are potentially going to have a ceasefire, like all these good things, right? You hear the good news at the top, you hear the bad news at the bottom, and that's typically what happens. The RSI in the 1 hour is terrible. It's devastating. The 1 hour stochastics look all right, and the MACD is also terrible. Trying to shift things around here for sure. 4 hour time frame terrible as well. I could see us going a little bit lower. Again, I do think we'll bounce from this overall area, but what is it? It's Wednesday. It might be sometime later this week, if not next week, that we actually start to see recovery to the upside. The stochastics are in the depths, man, in the depths. You can tell that it's bearish because just look at your behavior, right? Chilling down here, not chilling up here at all. You just reject. Chilling down here, right? You're spending a lot of time down here, kind of rejecting the overbought zone. That's bearish behavior, right? Versus when we were moving up, we were rejecting the oversold zone and we were hanging out in the overbought zone. I guess here we kind of chilled in it for a little bit, to be fair. That was a more bearish instance, but still, you get my point. Daily time frame. Again, it's not always black and white, but that's kind of the idea. That's how my brain works. Daily time frame here. We look at the low. We look at the high. Golden ratio. We could bounce from here, and if we do, 70.5 to 73.3. That's probably where we go. 73.3, 75.5. Maybe we go all the way up to 76K or somewhere right around there. Maybe, but I doubt it. That was a target that we had in mind back when we were up here, but now that we're down here, guys, This target is, I think, off the table. We likely don't get above 70K for the rest of the year. We likely won't see prices above 70K until 2027. It's like that. It's like that, guys. I'm sorry. Did I say seven? My bad. My bad. We probably get above 70K. Not 70K. Sorry, 76K. 76K. Because this is the next target, 70 to 73K. After this move, then yeah, we probably don't for the rest of the year. After we get this here, that'll be the last taste of 70K that we have. We're at the bottom of this range. Okay, right here. Let's go to the top. Let's find resistance and come down. It's that simple, I think. This will probably take the majority of June. We may even close June, not green, but with a wick to the upside. And that might give people a reason to believe that we're still in a bull market, the denial, right? Everybody, all the bull market faithful were loud here. They're going to be loud here. And then crickets again as we continue to drop down. I've been saying that I think the end of the bear market will be in August, and I believe that to be true. The end of the bear market does not mean it's the beginning of the bull market, okay? Again, if you don't know what that means, look at prior bear markets. We typically, at the low, do not kick off the bull market right there, okay? Daily time frame RSI, oversold, very oversold. The thing is, again, this is leading to exactly what I was saying here, that I don't believe we're going to persist, that I don't believe we're in the middle of a move like this or like this, is that the RSI is already in this territory that we bottomed out each time in the bear market. So we can go lower. We can go lower immediately. And if we are to go lower, I really wouldn't be surprised at seeing the price of 64.4K. We get below 65K, I'm going long. If not, maybe I'll go long if we get above 68K. And then I'll close it at 70K, something like that. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Stay away from leverage trading. Stochastics are in the dumping in the dumps. The MACD sucks. All of it's bearish. This is the beginning of more to come. Think of it this way. I'm going to leave you on this page here. This is certainly, regardless of us moving up and then moving down and then moving up, down, whatever we do, whether we dump, whether we pump and then we dump, whatever the case may be, this is certainly not the end of this move. This is the beginning. This is the beginning phase. We're in the final leg down. This final leg likely takes us somewhere around $50,000 to $55,000, if not maybe just below 50K. I don't expect that we're going to get below 40K. I don't really expect that we get below 50K at all. But if we do get below 50K, it'll be just below 50K. If I'm wrong in my wildest dreams, there are targets that are near 40K. But I don't think we're going to go that low. Who cares what I think? It can happen. I just don't think so. I think, let's actually do this real quick before I end the video. I'm spending way too much time on this video. We look here from this low, come on now, to this high. Low to high, okay? 1272. That's where we found support. Is it the same in this bear market? No, that one's way larger. I mean, we could measure there, but that's not the same thing. Let's see. What about the prior bear market? That's definitely deeper than a 1272. That's the 1886, and you found support there a couple times. Bitcoin does like its 1886. Little fun fact for you there. Okay, so 1272, 1886. Low, nope, that was not the low. Come on now. Oh, come on. There we go. Low, you want it. I know you do. Come on, there we go. Low to high. 1272 is 55K. 1886 is 45K and around there. I mean, technically, this all is a suitable target area. However, I'm more of a believer that we bottom in this area rather than anything below it. That would put us around 50K to 55K maybe just below 50K, maybe. But my money's on this 52, 55K area personally. That's what it's been for months. I believe from here we will be range bound. Going into July, maybe we break down, and then going into August, we should see the completion of this bear market come to play. And just because it completes, just because we have the low, does not mean that we're here. What we're likely going to see is some more range boundness. You're going to continue this lower move until it gets to such a point that you actually break out, and then voila, the next bull market starts. And maybe it starts later this year in 2026. Perhaps it starts at the beginning of 2027. And when the next bull market starts, there will be doubt, there will be disbelief, there will be people saying, no, it's not the bull market. And we might have some boring times, some volatile times, some very boring times before things really start to get exciting. Okay. We are nowhere near getting above these highs. We have a lot of time. So stack cash, and when we're below these lows, do your thing. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.